Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be doing something slightly different than me showing you what I do in my daily job and how you can apply it into your own. What we're going to do instead is do some practice exercises. So I found these practice exercises last week in a book called Programming Exercises Gently Explained by Al Swigert. And so he's also the one that has done Automate the Boring Stuff with Python. I had read the first book. I was just now going through this new one last week, and it is exercises for Python, but I thought it would be excellent for us to do together with PowerShell. Now, not all of the exercises we can easily do in PowerShell. That's one of the things that Python has for it. It's versatility and its flexibility with that. And we are going to do these exercises in Python as well. But let's go ahead and do some in PowerShell, and you can learn the basics of PowerShell through this. And so we're going to start with exercise 1. And the prompt for exercise 1 is to write a program that is going to say, hello world, what is your name? Get the user input, such as Jake, and then it would say, hello Jake, or hello whatever name we put. So let's go ahead and begin. What we're going to do is create a function. And the way you do that is simply say function. We're going to say what we want this function to be called, and we're going to stick with the naming convention of PowerShell, a verb then a noun. So we're going to say get hello world, and whenever we type the function, we're going to want to enclose everything within curly brackets. Now, you know, in Python, white space is quite important. It is not important for PowerShell, but we will be using some tabs in order to make the code a little bit easier to read. So if you wanted some parameters, we can put that in, and we can certainly do that if we're wanting to put the name at the same time. That's one option that we have, or we can go ahead and do without for right now. So let's start without. So let's say write host. And I always try and start off with a blank line, and you'll see why in just a second. Another write host and say hello world. Let's do third one right now. And then we'll have a fourth one as well. So let's say right here, what is your name? We also need a read host, and we're going to call this name. And we would say hello name. Okay, so name is equal to read host. So let's go ahead and hit run, and let's call the function now. Get hello world. The reason I like that initial space right here is because it allows just a little bit of breathing room between the prompt and the text here. So what is your name? It is Jake. Hello Jake. So we did meet the requirements right here, but let's try another way that might be a little bit more a little bit better approach. So right here with read host, you can actually say what your prompt is. So we can go ahead and get the prompt right here and put it in. So we can get rid of this whole line item. So let's run this again. Let's get hello world. Hello world, what is your name? Jake. Hello Jake. So this did put it on the same line as you see right here. So it is slightly different than what we have up on top, but it has the same purpose and same function. And if you want, we can go one step further say param, and in here we can say name. So let's just cut out this section right here. Comment it out. Let's hit run. And so now we can say get hello world. And there is the name parameter we just created. And we can say Jake here. Hello world. Hello Jake. So we did cross out the whole prompt itself. But I think this is a good first starting exercise where you can see you can, as we did on the top, write out each part one by one by one. If you want to do it where you collapse this middle part, you can include the prompt within read host. And if you want to just cut out the prompt altogether, you can add in the name as a parameter in the function itself. So I think this was a really great first exercise, and please stay tuned to watch our exercise 2, and you can see how we would solve that together. So I hope you enjoyed. Please press the like button if you did. Leave a comment down below if you have any questions or any suggestions on how I could have improved on the solution here, and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Thank you. Bye-bye.